this is Empress Luna Frost, and I am coming to you today from Florida. So, as you all know, recently I went to Megacon. Ta-da! See, it says Megacon. I had the special premium package that allowed me to get all this stuff, and I'm gonna unbox it, well, unbag it. So literally this is the stuff, and I'm gonna tell you about my trip too, but literally this is the bag that I received. It's really light. And in the bag I got several different things, which mine got crumpled for some reason. I got a poster of Venom and Spider-Man. Luckily, you know, I got an extra one of these just in case that this got damaged. So yeah, but I have this. I don't know, can they see it okay? Down, lower? Alright, they got it all? Good, awesome. So this is the poster. We also use this. And then I got a really awesome, lightweight 2017 Megacon exclusive lunchbox that has the 40th anniversary of Star Wars. And it's tin. And see what it looks like. It's, oh nice. So it's indented, as you could see on the front here. It's, I don't know if you could tell very well, but this is what it looks like. It's nice. Obviously I'm not going to be using this for lunch. Probably going to be using this for makeup or something important. And then I got what else? Well, this was the Megacon band, and we had to wear these, but because I have these braces for my wrist, I couldn't fit it, so I had to put it around one of the things on the bracers. And then I got one of these thingamajiggies that shows all the people that are going to be there. It's like a manual thingamajiggy. It's a program, and it's got this robot on it, which I really liked. I'm not sure what this is from. I haven't read all comics and stuff, but I've read, some. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I actually wanted to get, they had a Megacon Orlando shirt. It's a Megacon Orlando 2017 with this robot. I thought it was really cool. I really, really wanted to get the t-shirt that had it. But my handler was like, no, wait till later, so that way we're not lugging it around. And he's like, just wait till the end of the show. And so we waited, and then we couldn't get it. They were all sold out, every single one. I can't even find one online, and I'm kind of really sad about it. So if anybody knows anybody who's selling theirs, let me know. I'm interested. But yeah, I had these little, flyers. It tells you about the Tampa Bay one that's coming up. And I'm not sure, but I heard rumors that some of the stars are going to be there. And then I got one of the comics, the Venom comic with Mary Jane Watson on there, which, water damage. Yeah, you don't give me paper products ever, because they do get damaged. So, but yeah, they, that's why I got an autograph also from Ian Somerhalder. I got a special thing for it, so that way it wouldn't get damaged, and this ain't going near anything like this. I don't even know how it got that way, but because I didn't put any water in the bag. I actually took the bag and took it straight home. I didn't even open it till today. So, and then yeah, I got this little water bottle that has the robot on it. It's metal, and it says Megacon Orlando, which is really nice. See what else I got in here. But that was it. It looks like for what I got from Megacon, like as part of the package. And then I ended up buying this, which is like a little lanyard, which I thought was really nice. Technically, I didn't really actually buy it. It was my very nice handler, so thank you very much. He felt bad because I really wanted the shirt and didn't get it. And then I got this hat. Originally, my handler bought it for himself, but he's bald, so, and because this has got like mesh in the back, his head would get burned, so he just gave it to me. Let's see, anything else in here? I know that this lady was shaking us down on our way out for money. She's like, oh my gosh, you gotta buy our stuff, buy our stuff, buy our stuff. She was really, really pushing. And there were these little micro-sized building blocks that are like miniature Legos. So we got one with Elsa and Snorlax, and I guess they weren't really selling. So she was just like, I'll give you, first she wanted to charge us 15 bucks for one of these. I'm like, are you serious? And then she's like, fine, I'll give it to you like two for $5. So I was like, all right. And we got these two. First she was like gonna give us, I don't know what the other one was. I think it was like with Anna from Frozen. And I was like, wait, do you have Elsa? And they're like, yeah, right here. And they gave me this one with Elsa. And then they gave me a Snorlax because I have Snorlax as a pet on Pokemon Go. And so, anything else? Let's see. I know I got a couple of these high chew things because, like, literally I was so dehydrated. I needed something that was like gum, but apparently these were just like chewy candy and they're like Japanese. So I got some of those. Also from my handler who felt bad. Oh, and we forgot the other surprise that we got from Megacon. You should bring it over. It's a brand new friend. Guess what it is? I'm gonna put this back in the bag while we're doing it. I really like this. You ready? Llama, llama, llama. Llama, llama, llama. Drama, llama, llama. It's Remus. That's a llama. Oh my gosh. It's a llama. It's so cute. But yeah, this was another thing. So like I said, my handler was like saying, oh, don't buy that llama right now. Let's just wait till like the end of the event. And so when we went to go look for the llama, they were gone. All of them were gone. They all ran away. People stole them or bought them or something. And so I was just like, my rainbow llama is gone. And so we were like scouring the whole Megacon, which is this huge like area in the convention center, looking just everywhere, and we finally found her. There was two of them, and I liked the one with the pink, and he liked it too, and so he felt bad and bought it for me. I was so excited. I wanted this one because it was like really big and fluffy, and it was just, it's really soft like on a pillow. Like I injured my wrist, so I'm not gonna like hug this too hard, but it was really comfortable. It's like a pillow. And I had like a friend that she would go to all these conventions, and every time she would go, she'd come home with a brand new llama. It's apparently like a thing at the conventions for like Comic-Con and Megacon and DragonCon. People go and then they go there and they'll pick up a llama and they'll take it home, so that, and then they'll like put it on their like their dresser or their shelf, and they'll have like a whole line of these little llamas, which I think is really, really cute. Well, technically they're alpacas, but I call them llamas. just because I like llamas. I still haven't came up with a name for this cutie. I was gonna call it the drama llama. Because it just rhymes with llama. I mean, it's, unless you want to call it the Obama llama. I mean, like, come on, you know, drama llama is more fun. Just because it's just, you know, I don't know if you guys ever hear people say this, but like, if somebody's being rude, I'll be like, don't be a drama llama, you know, I'll say something like that, and then they'll laugh, and then the drama will just like stop, because they're too busy laughing to think about being mad. So, there's that, and then, but yeah, so this had actually, it's like a Japanese thing, it's just called the Rainbow Al Picasso, and it kind of looks like, it kind of looks like a piñata. So I almost thought about calling it piñata or fiesta or something, but I still haven't thought of a name for it. But it's a really beautiful llama, and yeah, the lady who sold it to us was really, really nice. But anyway, so souvenirs aside, we'll get to like the Megacon stuff. So I'm gonna give you some advice about Megacon while I'm like putting this stuff back in the bag, because obviously this is not a good idea to keep it on the table. Just because, or I guess I could keep this on the table. Do you mind taking this? It's just a really big bag in my lap, and I'm just like, yeah, this is a little much to handle right now. I'll just hold the llama. So, I'll give you a little bit of advice. I was there at Megacon for 4 days. Even though I wasn't there for the full Thursday, it was like 10 minutes. I was still there for 4 days. And, what I recommend that you do is that you be there for 6, and technically I ended up staying for like a 5th day, but when you go to Megacon, you really need about 6 days if you're cosplaying. You need 1 day to show up at the hotel, unpack, and prepare for your next day's cosplay, and then you need another day at the end, because if you're too busy rushing at, you know, the crack of dawn on Sunday morning to get out of the hotel before showing up at the con and preparing your cosplay, you're just not gonna have enough time, and you're gonna end up spending like so much time at the hotel trying to, not at the hotel, but like just at the hotel and on the road, and you're gonna be tired and you're not gonna have any sleep. So don't do it. As a matter of fact, on our last day, well, like on Sunday when we got back from Megacon, we were at the Hyatt, and I was like, let's go to the pool area to take pictures, because I was doing the Laura Croft cosplay, and they actually had this like gorgeous rock pool where like it was just rock structures around the pool. It was very tropical, and there was a waterfall area. It was really beautiful, and I'm like, that would look really like Tomb Raider-esque. So I went there, but when I went to the gate, there was some guy at the gate, and he was just like, room cards please, and I'm like, okay. And I had literally had my souvenirs, my handler was carrying my souvenirs, and this llama was in the bag, and that I had just gotten, because I didn't want to go after walking for 4 days back to the hotel to put the souvenirs down and back down to the first floor, and then all the way back up to change into a bikini, and then back down again. No, I just wanted to go there, put the souvenirs on a bench, take the picture, go back up, change, and come back. I didn't want to make 4 trips or how many ever trips. And so the guy at the gate was like, show us the room cards, and I'm like, okay. And I didn't even have mine with me at the time because, I don't want to be carrying that around in a Tomb Raider outfit. So I had my handler carrying it. And I said, no, I was like, all right, he has the room card for me, my room card. And he was like, all right. And then he goes, what's in the bag? I'm like, my llama? I bought a stuffed animal from Megacon. And I'm like, what, you don't like llamas? And he almost almost like, oh, he's like, we're just making sure you're not doing anything funny. I'm like, do you always do this? Like when people are, trying to go to the pool? Because I tried to visit 2 days before at late at night for 10 minutes and like nobody checked my card then, and he was just like, oh, well, apparently with Megacon, all the people from Megacon, they come over at the end of the event and then they try to sneak in the pool, and some of the people aren't residents, or I think, what do you say, guests, that's the word, guests here. They don't actually have a room, so they're trying to like freeload or whatever by, not actually paying, but getting this swim in the pool, and we need to kick them out. And I'm like, that's really weird. And I thought it was weird because when we were in the pool, apparently there was no lifeguards, because there was this kid that was jumping over people into the pool, and then they were throwing their soccer ball and then pretending to land into people with their full body. And like, no matter where I was, because see, there was the rock pool with the waterfall, and then there was the actual main pool with the trees, and then there was a giant water slide. So there was like 3 little pools plus a hot tub, which was like 4 water things in total in that one area. And so I literally went, there was these kids that were throwing the soccer ball and they literally would catch it with their body like they were in the NFL or something, and then they'd go, oh, and they'd fall and they'd land into me. And of course you can't do that because we all know, like, I had 2 blood clots, and I'm on Xarelto for it. So, if you land into me full body, I could get injured. So, like, I was like getting irritated, and they kept falling into me, and then they were jumping, and they were doing it like 3 different times. And I told the boys, I said, look, you need to stop doing this. You keep hitting me, and they'll go, sorry. By the 3rd time I got annoyed, and I got out of that pool that was with waterfalls, and then I went into the next pool, which was the larger pool, and then the boys followed me. And like, I can understand if you're roughhousing, and because there was I forget to mention, there was a kiddie pool. So that was technically about 1, 2, 3. There was technically 5 pools in total, including the hot tub. So there's a kiddie pool. A kiddie pool, I mean, that's where you do your roughhousing. Do it in the kiddie pool, or you do it in the deep end, or in one particular area of a pool. You don't take up the whole place. Literally, when I say the whole place, I mean they were taking up every damn pool. Excuse my French. And then they went and followed me into the big pool, and they were like swirling their noodle around. They had a pool noodle and a ball, and I kept getting hit with this huge soccer ball. It wasn't even a beach ball. It was a soccer ball, and I kept getting hit with it. This is gonna get funny. And then finally I went into the hot tub because I was just really irritated, and all the other adults were really irritated. I mean, it was the Hyatt Regency. It was like expensive. Every night it was like an arm and a leg just to stay there, even with the plan through Megacon. And then I went into the hot tub, and literally they followed me there. And then 3 sets of adults got out every single time because they were doing, what they did was, there was this kid in the yellow shirt literally jumped over top the adults to jump in the pool. And I'm surprised he didn't actually kick him in the head doing that. And then he would go down the ramp You know how there's that like arm thing to where you get into the pool? He took his noodle and was sliding down the thing like as if it was like some type of sled. And jumping into the pool, splashing me in the eyes every 15 seconds, and I was getting like chlorine in my eyes, which burns. I have no idea how that little brat didn't get chlorine in his eyes. Like, I love children in general, but these kids were just so awful. Like, I couldn't. And then the parents were watching and knowing I was irritated. And like, eventually, eventually the dad, eventually I started talking to the other people in the pool. I was like, yeah, I actually got into a pool accident one time, talking really loud like that. I was being careless in the pool when I was 19 and I injured my arm. And the dad was listening and just didn't do anything and saw his kids, and he knew I was irritated. And finally everybody left with me and the dad, and then the kid was doing it again, and the dad just sat there. So after the kid did it like the 10,000th time, I was like, fuck this shit. And I just like, excuse my French, I'm sorry for saying that, but I was like, beat this shit. I literally got out of the hot tub, gave both the father and the kid the bird, and got out. And I was, you know, and a lot of you are probably going to be like, oh, language. I could care less about the language when the kid is putting my life at risk. You know, if you're jumping in the pool like that, and, you know, in a shallow area, you're going to get a broken leg. I'd rather the kid have, you know, be subjected to bad language than be subjected to getting injured to where that injury could last the rest of his life. And unfortunately, because see, I actually had my handler, I was like, this is ridiculous. And my handler was like, I'll handle it. So he went out and talked to the staff, and the staff was like, oh, well, we don't have any lifeguards on duty, so there's nothing we could do. And he's like, no, you can't do that. This is like bad. And, you know, we actually stayed an extra day just so that we could like use the pool and not have to be rushed. And I talked to him, and he was just like, I was like, what'd they say? And he told me what they said. And then I talked to another woman. I'm like, look, you cannot do this. I have had blood clots. I have issues with them. I'm on Xarelto. If I get injured from this kid acting immature and he's following me from pool to pool, I'm going to have to like say something because he's a liability and you need to do something. And so she talked to the father, and then all of a sudden the father and the kids disappeared. But one of the kids stayed behind. And you would have thought that they would have learned the lesson. No, that kid actually came into the hot tub with the soccer ball. And I was sitting there, and I'm just looking at him like, really? You're going to follow me again for the 4th time with a soccer ball? I said to the kid, if you hit me one more time with that damn fucking ball, I'm going to take that ball and throw it so far away, you're never going to get it back ever again. Do you hear me? And he just looked at me like he like shit his pants. And it was like the best thing ever. And he was like, okay. But he didn't even say okay. You could tell he was okay with it. And all the other people in the pool were like, you know, they were trying not to laugh. But, I mean, it was legit. I mean, like, you know, you're hitting me with your damn fucking ball. And that's like as if I took my phone and just hit you in the head repeatedly with it. I mean, it hurts. Causes, every time you get hit in the head, you lose brain cells. Essentially, you're giving someone brain damage because you want to be like a ruthless, like, klutzy, stupid idiot. And that's not right to people. And I'm a really genuinely nice person in general, but when you put my life at risk, I'm not going to be nice. But in general, at Megacon, the event was overall nice. However, the amount of like theft was ridiculous. I was there for essentially in Orlando for 5 days, and 4 of those days were spent at Megacon. When I went to see Ian Somerhalder, we had these plastic sleeves that you could get for your autograph. And when I went there, the lady took the autograph or took the picture out of the sleeve and then put the sleeve underneath. And she's like, yeah, this way he could sign it. And I was okay with that. That's not her fault, not his fault. Well, somehow or another, someone forgot to give me back my sleeve. And I was so giddy from seeing him. About like 2 seconds after I turned around, I was like, oh, I didn't get my sleeve back. Like, they were supposed to give it to me and I didn't get it back. So I went back and I'm like, do you have my sleeve? Like, I never got it back, like, you know, because the woman took it off. And then she said no. And so I looked around and I immediately realized that the person behind me had stole my sleeve. I guess somebody gave it to him on accident and not me. And instead of the guy, the person behind me being a genuine and good person and giving it back, he stole it. Because it's not like you don't know that you're holding it, because you're holding the picture and it's like flimsy. I mean, it's a nice photograph, but it's a significant difference between the actual laminated autograph holder and the picture. And he just stole it. And when I looked for him, he like beat it out of her. I know who it was too. It was like this, it was this gentleman that was behind me, and what he did was not very gentlemanly like. And instead of hunting him down, I just asked the lady, you know, what I should do. And in general, I mean, if they said there was nothing they could do, we would have just bought another sleeve. But they were like, oh, we're sorry, and then they just gave me a sleeve, which was really nice. I mean, they knew my face, they knew who I was. It was obvious that I was being genuine. I mean, I'm a genuine person in general. So they just gave me a sleeve, which was very nice of them. But the second incident of theft that I had was, and it wasn't really theft, but it was still theft. When I went to the pool that one day, we had a bunch of towels that were folded and stacked neatly by our backpack at the pool, and literally somebody went and stole all of them. And we were annoyed, and my handler just like went and got it. I didn't make a big stink, but it was still the fact that they could have just went and gotten another towel. I mean, they had a towel hut. It's like, why do you gotta like steal somebody's towel? So like, essentially, what I'm gonna advise you is, if you can't nail it down, don't leave it around, you know, because you don't know who's gonna do what. And I was a little surprised that people would do that, because the people were actually very, very nice at the event. I was surprised at how nice the people were. Speaking of which, they were just, like, I made a lot of friends there. There was this one girl, I don't know how to say her name properly, but I think it was like Jamali, or I'm sorry, I'm not good with it, but I ended up friending her on Facebook. She had this beautiful Blossom cosplay. It was, you know, Blossom, the Pokemon. She's like, where she's like, yeah, Blossom, yeah, Blossom. You know, whether she does like the little hula dance, and you know, without like the music, obviously. But she's got the little green. She's green with little flowers on her head and a little petal dress. Yeah, that's Blossom, and that's like my favorite Pokemon ever. That and Vulpix. But this girl dressed as her, and she did such a good job. She had like this green wig with these little like stitched flowers for her head, and she had a little blossom made out of like crochet, and she was so nice. And when I met her, she was reading about some of my Facebook about like the things I had went through to get to Megacon, even because see, I did a lot of preparation for Megacon, the cosplays, and then I ended up getting injured in the process, and I still like went, even with both my wrists injured, and did it. And she, you know, but I mean, it hurt. I mean, that's why I had to have a handler. because like I had like this epically long hair, and so I needed like somebody to help. And I mean, even people that are not injured, they need handlers when they have complicated outfits because, well, it's a lot of work. It takes hours to prepare. Even just putting all the stuff on and doing all the makeup and the hair, it's a process and it's a long time. It's actually a lot of work. It's not like you're going to Halloween and you throw on some random thing. No, it's like an actual ordeal. It's like a big process. And without my handler, I don't know how I could have done it. And he did an excellent job. I'd like to thank Jeremy for his excellent job of being a handler. I actually was Princess Leia on Friday, and it was actually an outfit that was very good, that was custom built for my measurements precisely. And I used my own natural hair to do it, and I couldn't actually do it myself because my wrists were really jacked up, and he did it. I told him, I'm like, this is what you do. I mean, like, nobody expects to get injured before such a big event. I mean, I had been doing my hair for years, and it was very complicated, and I never realized how long it took me to do my hair until, like, I injured both my wrists. I mean, so, like, when I went in the shower in the past, when I do my hair, it goes all the way down to my butt. And so when I go to sleep, no matter what I do, it just somehow ends up being in a huge ball of knots, like a big ball, like this big. And inside that ball, there's millions of other knots. So when I'd wash my hair, I'd put like the shampoo in, and then literally I'd have to like work through the hair, because when I put the conditioner in after I washed it, and I would get just parts of the big knot undone, there'd be dry spots, like where the water didn't even touch because the hair was so locked up. It formed into like, it like prevented water from getting in. So I had to literally wash and then condition and work out all the knots, wash again to make sure all those areas were like clean, and then like condition again. And literally I'd go through like a huge bottle of like Pantene beforehand, before each wash, which is like $6 a bottle per bottle. And so literally, when I had my hair done, it was actually cheaper to get my hair done once a day than it was to just maintain it myself, which was ridiculous because it would take me almost an hour and a half just to clean it, because I'm doing it myself and I can't even see what I'm doing because it's like way back here, that place that I can't even